enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Dallas.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Offensively, there's nothing Doncic can't do. I mean, consistency with the three ball being one of the few things left that he has to refine.
Well, 1 year at Virginia Tech and 3 more at Florida for Dorian Finney-Smith before going undrafted in 2016.
Well, Greg, you think about it, he also had a year in college, an extra year because he transferred. So that may have scared some teams off, his age and how long he spent in college. But I tell you what, if you're a pro and you've got pro ability and pro attitude, it's going to come out. And he's made an impact in the NBA from day one.
And big men's roles have adjusted Clark in today's game. You take a young Clark Killer and put him in this style of play, what adjustments would he make?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin. I would love to play this up and down, wide open style of basketball. I'm just not sure if I'd be athletic enough to make it happen, but it is more of a face-up rather than post-up game. And maybe I could be part of a small ball lineup, creating havoc with big guys trying to guard me on the perimeter.
Now here's Beverly following the miss by Porzingis. Back to Beasley. Over Hardaway. Here's Towns. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Towns has got his second bucket.
Boy, good effort that time from Towns on the offensive board, ensuring that his team is able to end that possession with points.
To the inside. Paulie Stein. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Oh, and look at how well he let him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Pass to Okogie. Towns down low. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
Hardaway with a wide open look.
Hardaway Jr.
Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Doncic taking pride in setting the table for his teammates. I love his unselfishness.
It's Beasley on the wing. Towns down low. It doesn't go for him.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Doncic looking it over. 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And the rejection by Towns.
Using all of his height to smother the shot completely. Emphatic block that time by Karl Anthony Towns.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise! Fans, your Timberwolves dancers!
And the Mavericks with some changes. Timberwolves trail by 9. Russell inside. Pass to Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the half. 2 minutes.
Here's McDaniels. No points in the game hit for him. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Another miss by Minnesota.
That's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
Now Brown. Brown outside. Pass to Bullock. From outside the arc. Brown with it. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Assisted by
Powell doing a nice job recognizing when to give it up. He, to me, is the epitome of a valued utility player. Knows his role.
He has a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kristaps Porzingis is returning to form after his knee surgery. He says making sure it's strong and stable is nonstop work. I'm feeling better, and I have confidence that I can go out there and play freely. His offense has been great. It's the defensive end he's still getting right. Guys?
Well, we know he can be a presence, DA, and I think eventually he's going to be what he wants to be. Thank you. Russell, no luck.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Back to Brown. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got the lead up to 14 now for Dallas.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The shot by McDaniels, no good. And the Mavericks with possession. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Now, here's Bullock. And it's Brown missing. Outside Edwards. No good on the three. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Dallas leading by 14.
And Anthony Edwards, the top pick of 2020. Not the most polished player early on, but his ceiling is through the roof.
Here's Russell following the three-point basket by Dallas. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. Here's Towns.
And Powell is a really reliable defender. I mean, he's excellent using his length and his quickness to throw shooters off.
Doncic.
D'Angelo
Whistle
Russell.
blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
At the lock.
So many top picks come in ready to play, Greg. Edwards a part of a class that needed more time, though.
Yeah, the talent is clearly there. And don't forget the pandemic cutting the college careers of many of the 2020 draftees short. Edwards, though, has all the tools to be an incredible wing player.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Timberwolves trail by 20. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And Edwards with the stop.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Outside, Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Porzingis.
And the Mavericks lead by 21.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Towns, no luck. Hardaway with it. He's picked up by Russell. Outside Hardaway. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Come on and get loud for your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers.
Timberwolves on offense. Beasley outside. Traps in the tray.
When defending Beasley, you've got to get up on him. I mean, he's lethal as a catch-and-shoot guy.
to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. And here's Porzingis. Fires the three. The rebound by Prince. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Dallas foul.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Beasley outside. Misses the three.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win
2 minutes
a little bit more.
2 minutes.
And here are the Mavericks now. Following the miss by Malik Beasley from deep. Shot clock at 2.
Come on!
And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Timberwolves trail by 20. Russell from long range. No good that time. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the third. And Russell, a player known for his offense, but Greg, he's put in work to improve his play on defense as well.
Yeah, you know, Russell was known for his lack of defense there for a while. And he's been trying to improve that part of his game. It's a long road, but I tell you what, he is definitely taking steps.
Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. That one, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. Pass to Hardaway. Here's Finney-Smith. There's the triple.
Big no.
Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Finney-Smith got 6 points in the quarter.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Now here's Beasley. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
You got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Here's Finney-Smith. 9 points in the game so far. Now Doncic. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. And he overshot that one, missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Outside, Russell. Porzingis with the block.
When a guy has a 7'6" wingspan like Porzingis does, it's just tough to get away from him or get by him. That allows him to block a lot of shots.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. Barring a disaster, it would appear they've got this game in the bag. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And the Timberwolves with possession here. It's Edwards on the wing. For the three. And no good that time. And it's Dallas the other way.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Beverly wide open. And it's off from three-point range.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Bullock with it. Powell with the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Another 3 for Dallas.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Left side, Edwards. Inside, Reed. And that one, good.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Pass to Bullock. Break player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right, just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
Reed with it. Pass to Okogie. Back to Reed. Plays it up and banks it in. Reed's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Over in the corner, Brown. 6 to shoot. Launches it. The shot, no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Pass to Edwards. From deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
And here's Brunson. The kick out to Brown. Brunson scanning the floor. Edwards brings the double team. They get the rebound. Nice move.
One.
Pass to
Finish,
Bolton.
my boy.
Looking for Cauley-Stein. He gets it there. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Over in the corner, Edwards. And here's Beverly. Launches a 3. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Reed. Drops in the layup for 2.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Now here's Brunson. For 3. And they recover it. Pass to Brown. And Brunson has it in the corner. Now Cauley-Stein. They need this one. And he lays it up and in.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Dallas.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall. And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Luka Doncic.
Well, I thought he was their catalyst tonight, guys. Moving the rock, actively looking to set other guys up. Outstanding work.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And the first one at the line is good.
Taking 2 shots.
Minnesota making a switch here. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Here's Powell. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Powell. Doncic outside. From past the arc. Rebound Minnesota. Russell inside. It's not going to go for him. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner.
my mind that you are. I'm confident about that. The fact that I'm more confident